Mm. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. And I tell you what, I think isn't going to be working for long is I think I'm running out of gas because when it runs low, you kind of get a little bit of an odor that's in there with it. And I'm getting that little bit of odor, so I need to speak fast. So, is anybody else out there sick of Aaron Rodgers? Is anybody out there sick of Aaron Rodgers? Because Aaron Rodgers, it's almost like between Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers that they're both trying to play these little games and stuff. That I think Aaron Rodgers, of course, he wants the big bag of money. Because now he's saying, "Oh, I'm so confused about I'm so conflicted about what I want to do. Woe is me." You want to go back to Green Bay, but you want them to come up with as much money as possible. This is the bullshit ass games that people are playing. In the same way that Pete Carroll, earlier in the week said, "Oh, we haven't been thinking about trading Russell Wilson." What you're saying is, make me an offer for Russell Wilson and we'll talk. Okay? Because everybody's for sale. Everything is for sale for the right price. That's just a fact. And so here it is, Aaron Rodgers coming back through. "Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. I don't know what I want to do." So, in other words, Green Bay, I don't know what I want to do. Offer me more money. Offer me more money. Because the reality is, that's what he's asking for. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's not. It's not rocket science. And we know that Washington made an offer, a serious offer, to Seattle for a quarterback because they're desperate for one. And I'm sure that Aaron Rodgers looks at this and says, "You know what? I want a big ass deal. I don't have that much more time left. And I want somebody to show me tons and tons of love." And then there's us. I've talked about this in nauseum today between Stephen Jones. In fact, before hearing about Jerry Jones tonight having a medical issue, I think last week I did a video saying that Stephen Jones was taking more and more power for the Cowboys and acting as the owner of the Cowboys. And this week it seemed like it ramped up even more. And it seems like he is the whole front man for the Dallas Cowboys. We thought that maybe, and Manning, shout out to Manning in Chicago, because I saw he tweeted, because he was on my show a couple of years back, and we all get flustered with Jerry Jones as the owner and Jerry Jones speak and everything else. And for a while, the thought was, well, Stephen Jones will take over the business, and Stephen Jones, he'll be a better owner than Jerry. But in reality, though, here's the question: what makes us think that Stephen Jones is going to be a better owner than Jerry? Stephen Jones was the one that, along with Jason Garrett, that wanted to get rid of Des Bryant. Stephen Jones, the money man, is the one that's making these crazy ass contracts. It's not Jerry, it's Stephen Jones that's made these contracts that's gotten us in cap hell. And the funny thing is, I don't get it. We've got bad contracts from, we paid $9 million last year for Jalen Smith, who was let go, 6 games into the season? $9 million there. We paid $20 million, $19 million to Tyron Crawford the last 2 years he was here, right? We played Blake Jarwin $5.5 million the last 2 years each year, and he can't stay healthy. You paid Zeke Elliott the highest paid running back in history when nobody pays running backs. That's all Stephen Jones. And now, because he's messed up, now we say, well, we don't have any money and it all went to Amari Cooper. But as I look through at the guys who they're keeping and not saying anything about, I believe Amari Cooper has played more than Tyron Smith the last couple of years, and Tyron Smith missed Before the last 2 years, a minimum of 3 games a season. Now it's 7 or 8. Last year, 14. D-Law. D-Law's gotten $64 million, $66 million for 14 sacks. They're not talking about him. They don't talk about the money spent with Jalen Smith. They don't talk about the money with anybody but only Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, at least, he got 3,000 yards in 3 seasons and 21 touchdowns. He was at least producing. And if this is about Amari Cooper not getting the ball down the stretch, well, you got to look at the offensive coordinator. You know, and they've wanted him to be like the next Sean McVay or one of those guys. But, you know, Sean McVay ended up working under John Gruden in Tampa Bay as a kid, as a ball boy, coming up through the ranks. Kyle Shanahan grew up underneath his dad's wings, living and breathing football. And as I say, what has Stephen Jones learned as far as running a business in an organization? The only thing we know that he's done is taking over daddy's business. And as I look at Kellen Moore came from the Detroit Lions working under Scott Linehan. So as we say that he's going to be a genius, what has he learned from? You are what your experiences are. You were a backup quarterback for a couple of years under Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan, and then you become offensive coordinator. And as we look at our offense, we're still running the same damn offense that we ran in the 90s, which worked because guess what? We had better personnel than everybody else. We can't say that anymore. The playing fields are pretty much even. And we're seeing teams with lesser talents that are more creative than the Dallas Cowboys that are able to be more successful because the coaches are finding innovative ways to win. Now, if cutting Amari Cooper, if there's actually a plan to make the team better and saying, okay, with the money we save here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to be able to get ourselves an offensive tackle or a center that's going to improve, that we're going to be able to get a better tight end than Dalton Schultz and Blake Jarwin and make that better situation, that we're going to be able to keep Dak Prescott upright, our quarterback, and protect him. Okay, by all means, show me something that says we are working to get better. Right now, I feel like we're working on getting worse, so that way we can have an excuse to say, Mike McCarthy, you're gone, and we're going to go for Sean Payton. Because I can't see anything right now other than bringing back Dan Quinn that says we're going to be a better team next year. We got a first place schedule. We got teams that are going to be gunning for us. In the NFL, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And as far as a track record of trying to trust the process, Jerry and Steven, we've been watching 26 years. And y'all still ain't got it right yet. Almost wants to make you feel disgusted right now with the state of the Dallas Cowboys. Hopefully this rant won't become a reality and that next year will actually be a better team. I can hope for it. But I appreciate everybody being at the live stream tonight and everybody following the channels and doing all you do to help me do what I do. Life is short. Make sure you tell somebody you love how you feel about them, because you might not get the chance again. All right, good people. I'll see you soon.